I hate using gimbals, but I like stable footage. But using this feature, I can have both, like without gimbals. Today we got up at 5 instead of 4. It's getting better. We're leaving today too. Coffee? What kind? Just a regular coffee. It's getting better. Our flight doesn't leave until later today. Our flight today is only going to be like 1 hour, and after traveling across to Europe, that just seems so And on top of that, we're only going to be gone for 4 days. So packing for this, I feel like, you know that feeling that you get when you leave something and it just eats away at you? That's how I feel currently. I feel like I'm forgetting something, but I think it's just because the contrast of leaving for Europe for like over a week to going somewhere for like a couple of days. But considering it's wet and cold in Nashville today, I'm very, very excited. Okay, that entire sequence that you saw mostly was completely handheld, and I didn't apply any stabilization in post. So I was going to explain the whole thing in there, which is the only lounge that Nashville has, but we're waiting, so stand by. Got to our room. Like I said before, all those shots in the car were completely handheld. In Sony cameras, there's a couple of different stabilization types. There is no stabilization, there's in-body stabilization, and then there's the active track or the enhanced one, basically making a digital crop. That's what I'm using for those shots and everything else. I have both hands on the camera, and I am just letting the active stabilization take out all the bumps and everything else that I can't do myself in the car. It works most of the time. If you like go through a crater in the road, it's not gonna get there. It's pretty simple, at least on Sony. You just go to the menu, and then you just scroll the wheel over to the left or the right, and it'll let you switch through all the different types of stabilization. My only complaint is that there is a crop. So if I go and I activate it right now, this is without, and this is with. Without, with. So it's not a crazy crop, but when I'm editing these videos, I do a lot of post like panning or post zooming in and out. I want as much real estate as I can to work with. So because of that, a lot of times especially with handheld, I'll just leave the general stabilization on and turn the active off. Because if I'm sitting here talking to you, holding the camera like this, and I turn the active on, it crops in a little bit. But that's pretty much it. Our flight boards in like 30-ish minutes. We didn't get a lot of time in here. I would take 10 minutes if that's all they could give me. We're delayed.
Function. Sandy, no? So welcome to Dustin. Please remain seated with your seatbelt fastened. Seat back your tray table in their full upright and locked position, and all those carrying items completely.
Well, we got here. It's really rainy. That's probably one of the bumpiest and roughest plane rides I've had recently. It was fun though. It was kind of like a ride, right? I don't think I've mentioned why we're here, or where here is yet. Have you ever had friends that you make in school and they end up being friends that you're with after school? You go out of your way and inconvenience yourself to see them. That's what this trip is for. Savannah's college friends that she went to college with, she stayed in contact with a couple of them, and every year, once a year, we go on a trip together somewhere. This year we decided to go to Florida and stay on the beach. Having stable, I'm going back to the camera stabilization and everything else. When you have stable footage, it's a lot easier for the viewer to watch. When you don't have stable footage and it's all kind of shaky, it hurts your head. I hate using gimbals, but I have stable footage because of this feature. And using this feature has really transformed the way that I make videos, and it's made the production quality way higher, but my kit has still stayed small, and if anything, it's shrunk a little bit too. All right, with all that, let me show you this amazing Airbnb. It's 2,000 square feet. Ready for the world's fastest and most efficient hotel room tour thing. Balcony, room 1, bathroom 1, bedroom 2, bedroom 3, bathroom number 2, bedroom 4, bathroom 3, kitchen, dining room, and finally, the living room with toddler stuff all over the place. The whole reason that they booked this one is because all 3 bedrooms are king size beds. If I'm being completely honest with you, that daylight sequence that you saw, those were actually shot before we got here. I didn't know where else to put them in the timeline, so parking pass. I don't know a lot about where we're staying, but I do know that it's condos, and I know that Airbnbs rent them out of here. I don't know if there's anybody that actually lives here, but I do know that ours is Airbnb. I don't know how many other ones. It's really pretty, and it's right on the beach. I mean, it could be a shack right on the beach, and you'd still be winning. How do you get out of here? Oh, I'm dumb. Don't tell Savannah. I was about to go out there, and it just started pouring. Also, there's a keypad right here, but this is locked. I'm not quite sure how I'm gonna get. All the codes they gave us aren't working. I don't understand why you would have. The thing is, like, this doesn't, going around this, it wouldn't work. I have to call Savannah. Only an idiot gets cut. Hey, how close are you to home? Let's see if I can get around or hop the gate or something like that in an effort to not make myself feel even more dumb. I got in. Just really embarrassing.